with this one right here, Snoop 007, and you got his just this one right here. You got another '07. You got the '07s, and you got with this his whole thing coming in, especially with his whole other thing just harassing and him just flaginating, like he got the whole flaginating, but you got with the '07, like, and now he got a flagellation one coming into it, especially with his whole thing, because he has a crazy thing, like he didn't have so much, you know, beyond Derricos and Fligeros, and now he got this one right here with the '07, because a lot of his stuff is just Ezreal, like especially with that plugged in. Now he just that was another drill one, and now he got the '07, so he's just really just out here doing it in another president way, like with the floatless and all this other stuff. But you got with the '07 and him, just coming with another Escanopus, but especially with the drill and the scenes. The scenes is crazy because behind the scenes and on the scenes it's another mess standard. But you got just a Dozic.
Still I score goals like Vardy. Wanna know if I was up in that car seat already? I bust like two of them. Can't even speak on that one hardly. Caught young trying to walk on the back road. His auntie screaming. I gave him. I was up in that car seat already. I bust like two of them. Can't even speak on that one hardly. Caught young trying to walk on the back road. His auntie screaming. I gave.
Oh, can't even speak on that one. That one was a little hardly. Hey, especially little situations you've been in. You can't really put it out there because you have to. You have to hold it. Like you can't really throw it out there because it's things that you did, and you don't want people to know those little things. But he says speaking on it hardly. Like that's another thing too. Especially when it comes to back to both sides. You got both sides and both and like they say they try to evict you and all that other stuff. So it's like but both carrots, like both just carrots.
Gave him tattoos. Me and YK did try running, it was a fat you. Back that mash and it didn't even beat off. Got cases I can't even speak of. DIY when I do my shootings, I hang out the window with nothing to lean on. Niggas ain't comfy, they ride with their feet cold. Can't.
Ooh, how about the window? Got nothing to lean on. Like, dude, like you just, hey, and he said, he got a little bit of, can't really speak on, those things. But he said, lean out the window, it's nothing really to lean on. Like, like that's another cough of his.
Snitch when I kept to the G code. Even if the kid was looking at a monkey, I pack my bags and I fly out the country. Ride on my own cause I'm better in peace. Niggas ain't safer than mentioning me. Get pissed off that I turn up the rate. Shit's controlled at 30 degrees. Sending bullets, I aim at heads. Make it twice that he's been on a bent. Question, why didn't you back your brethren? It ain't my fault that your friend played. Shooter. Said that I'm 007. Said I want dead, but I'm 007. Said I don't drive, but I'm 007. Ping out the window, I'm 007. Said I don't drill, but I'm 007.
Ooh, lean out the window, I'm 007. Hey, so the whole thing, what just coming in with the whole melee, like, you got that whole just quick verse, viciousness to it. Like he said, lean out the whip, what is 007, like coming into the main physical thing, like Seuss, he just Seuss and Felicious and all the kinds of stuff. Like he said, and the way he, the way he's ambitious, like ambitious of a savalism, that's like he's in a whole nother casualism.
007, 007, move like Bond, come 007. Shooter, said that I'm 007. Said I want dead, but I'm 007. Said I don't drive, but I'm 007. Ping out the window, I'm 007. Said I don't drill, but I'm 007. 007, 007, move like Bond, come 007. 007. Could get got if you fuck with pagans, ain't no way that I'm letting it slide. Peeped in the window, shot you inside. Said I want dead, but the evidence might. Take it to trial, ain't taking the G. Can't be me, man, I'm part of a fight. Hop on the ride and aim at melons, ain't no way.
Ooh, see, that one was a strong one right there. He said taking the miss, but ain't taking the G, you know. And that's another thing, you know, basically, you know, ain't, you know, there's no really coming into a common sense and, you know, telling your part. There's no, you know, there's no telling, you know, on that part. Like, hey, he'll, you know, do his little part, but, you know, ain't no G to it, you know. There's no G to it. So it's like there's only one part to it, you know, the other part, he ain't doing all that other telling. Like, it's just a little beat you gotta stick to.
Way that I'm letting the sky. Grab that slap that made that dump off. Not again alive instead with a one pop. Audi nips, I'll fling it in sports. Up in north, man, give me a tour. Sliding round, man, sliding attack. If there ain't no tints, man, slide in the back. Shooter, said that I'm 007. Said I want dead, but I'm 007. Said I don't drive, but I'm 007. Ping out the window, I'm 007. Said I don't drill, but I'm 007. 007, 007, move like Bond, come 007. 007. Shooter, said that I'm 007. Said I want dead, but I'm 007. Said I don't drive, but I'm 007. Ping out the window, I'm 007. Said I don't drill, but I'm 007. 007, 007, move like Bond, come 007. 007.
Hey, but he got the whole thing just, you know, another thing, you know, coming into it. He got you got Snoop with 007, like him just, especially with his whole thing, because, you know, he said lean off the ride, you know, coming in vicious, you know, with those 007s, you know, he said can't really do off that G stuff. Like, he was just putting a whole nother thing into it, like right here, and him just coming into his whole thing, like, you know, him doing this whole little thing, like he got another Maybach one, like, you know, a lot of his stuff is just incarcerated, like he said, you know, he coming for a whole nother stroke bullet piece, like he coming for that piece and that another piece, but you got what 007 and this whole, you know, other just and vicious stuff, because, you know, he's coming with another piece and another just resident, like it's always another resume to something, like the way he comes and the way he just flicks of the thing. But if you guys like this though, most definitely give it a like, give it a comment, and, you know, with this whole other, you know, savagism